Hello friends, my name is Vikas.
So friends, in this video we will be discussing some of the most important international affairs of the January month. This session will be very helpful to you. Do watch the video till the end. So friends, we'll start with our session, but before that we have something important to tell you about. So friends, we have an app by the name Cloud, which you can go and download through the Play Store. Once you have downloaded and logged in through your Gmail ID, you will be transferred to this page. And you can see here various all courses and various other sections provided to us. The courses that are provided by our team are very helpful and they will be very useful in your preparation. In the courses that we provide, we give you daily current affairs, weekly current affairs and monthly current affairs. In daily current affairs, we will be providing you with multiple quiz of 20 questions daily. Then we'll be giving you the daily current affairs content also. Similarly for weekly, we will providing you 50 questions of quiz on weekly basis, as well as all the important current affairs of that week will be given to you in an ebook. Similarly for monthly basis. Apart from this, we'll be providing you with banking awareness and all the banking relating exams. So don't worry, your preparation is in our hands. We'll be providing you with the best content. Apart from this, then you should know we covered topic wise. Important daily topic wise or the monthly topic wise are covered in our course. We'll give you 20 types of such PDFs that will cover apps and web portals, important days, books and authors, national affairs, international affairs, sports, awards, applications and web portals, and defense sector. All the topics that you see of general studies are basically covered here. As you saw, we provide current affairs in English, Hindi, banking awareness, exam PDF, special current affairs, topic wise current affairs are provided to you, state current affairs, then topic wise quizzes are provided to you. There is another section in special current affairs, that is learn from picture, and we have named this infographics. Infographics are your interactive PDFs that you can interact with. They are highly informative. I highly suggest you to go and check these out because they will be helping you to learn things in an interactive way. So do check them out. They will be very valuable to you. All you have to do is to purchase our course. You can use code Vikas10, that will be giving you an additional 10% discount on the purchase you make. So it is a bumper offer. All you have to do is go and download our app and check our courses. So friends, we'll start with the session. So friends, in this video we will be discussing some important international news of January month. This session will be very helpful to you, so do watch the session till the end and do subscribe to our channel. Before starting the video, I want you to all like this video and also share the link of this video with your friends. So friends, let's start. India will chair Counter-Terrorism Committee on UNSC in January 2021. This is also known as UNCTC, that is your United Nations Council on United Nations Counter-Terrorism Committee, and it is a United Nations Security Council, this UNSC, in January 2021. Who will be chairing it? It will be chaired by India. France took over European Union presidency for 6 months till June 30, 2022. Who took over the European Union presidency? It is your France, highly important. Apple became the world's first company to touch the $3 trillion market cap, and it is the only brand, or it is the only company that is having, or it is the only company that with the most or the largest number of market cap in the world. Then if we are talking about 102nd member of International Solar Alliance is Antigua and Barbuda, and who is the 101st member? It is United States of America. Google acquired Israeli cybersecurity startup Simplify for $500 million. Japan and Australia signed a defense agreement to counter China. Mark this also. Ali Khan Samailov appointed Kazakhstan's new prime minister. So who has been appointed as the new prime minister of Kazakhstan? He is Ali Khan Samailov. Henley Passport Index for the year 2022, India ranked 83rd and Japan and Singapore topped in this index, in Henley Passport Index for the year 2022. Then we are talking about Chennai International Airport. It was ranked 8th in the global list for on-time performance. I repeat, if we are talking about global list for on-time performance, who ranked 8th? It was your Indian airport, that is Chennai International Airport. Daniel Ortega sworn in as the president of Nicaragua for the 5th term. Mark this. Power Grid signed a joint development agreement with Africa 50 to develop Africa's first triple P transmission project in Kenya. I repeat, Power Grid signed a joint development agreement with Africa 50 to develop Africa's first triple P transmission project in Kenya. India announced a financial assistance of 900 million US dollar to Sri Lanka to overcome forex crisis. I repeat, who announced? It was announced by India and India, what was announced, a financial assistance of how much amount? A $900 million to which country? To Sri Lanka. As we know, Sri Lanka was going through a financial crisis recently. Then, then we'll be talking about Shanghai. Shanghai has opened longest metro line in the world. So, which country is having the longest metro line in the world? It is your which country? Longest. Shanghai is a part of which country? First of all, tell me. It is in China. Apart from this, remember, in if we are talking about China, China is also the country that has established artificial moon. East project. East project is the project that has attained a temperature of 70 million degrees Celsius for roughly about 1056 seconds. Alright, and artificial moon also by China. Shanghai, the biggest city in China, has opened two new driverless metro lines, Line 14 and Phase 1 of Line 18, and it has retained its title as the world's longest metro line. With the inclusion of these two new driverless lines, the total length of the Shanghai's metro network extended to 831 km. If we are talking about Shanghai metro network, the two new fully driverless metro lines take the total number of automatic lines in Shanghai to 5. At present, Shanghai operates 167 km of fully automated metro lines, which makes the city the first in the world. Then Antigua and Barbuda, we just saw it became the 102nd member of International Solar Alliance. Where is the headquarter of International Solar Alliance? In Gurugram, Haryana. And which was the 101st member to join this International Solar Alliance? It was your United States of America. The Caribbean nation of Antigua and Barbuda joined the International Solar Alliance by becoming 102nd member of this framework. Also remember, this International Solar Alliance is a joint initiative of India as well as France. It was started in which year? In 2015 during the 21st session of the United Nations Climate Change COP21 in Paris, France, to promote the solar energy. This was started. Then coming to one-liners, Prime Minister will deliver State of the World address at WEF's Davos agenda. World Economic Forum's Davos agenda. Prime Minister will deliver State of the World address. Then remember, Oxfam India has released Inequality Kills report. Question can be asked, who released the Inequality Kills report? It was released by Oxfam India. Then if we are talking about the Infinity Bridge, recently question will be asked that Infinity Bridge for traffic for the first time was opened in which country or at what place? It was opened at Dubai. Nusantara has become the new capital of Indonesia. What was the earlier capital? It was Jakarta, but now the new capital of Indonesia is Nusantara. First BRICS Sherpas meeting of 2022 was held under the Chinese chairmanship. Important. Also remember, if we are talking about the BRICS STI committee, in this India will be hosting 5 events, and who will chair this? It will be chaired by China for year 2022. ILO's World Employment and Social Outlook trend for the year 2022 projected global unemployment at 207 million in 2022. India and Denmark has signed an agreement for joint research and development on green fuels. UNCTAD, that is UNCTAD's investment trend monitor, FDI flows to India decreased by 26% in 2021. So a report that stated that the FDI flow in India decreased in the year 2020 by how much percent? By 26%, and this was released by UNCTAD. Next, Sri Lanka and India has signed a deal to jointly redevelop the strategic Trinokomil oil tank complex. So remember, this was a World War II era Trinokomoli oil tank complex that has been in news because India and Sri Lanka is jointly redeveloping this World War II era Trinokomoli oil complex. Sri Lanka signed this agreement with India to jointly redevelop this strategic World War II era Trincomalee oil tank complex, commonly known as Trinco oil tank farm in Sri Lanka's eastern port district of Trincomalee for a lease of 50 years. Alright, the 85 tanks out of these 99 tanks will now be under Sri Lanka control, which was previously under the control of India. Next, Japan, Australia, they have signed a defense treaty with eyes on China. So in order to counter China, Japan and Australia has signed a defense treaty. Japan, Australia signed a landmark defense treaty named the Reciprocal Access Agreement, that is your RAA. So, what was signed? It was your Reciprocal Access Agreement RAA to counter China's expansionary military and economic policies. The treaty was signed between Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison and Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida in a virtual conference organized in Tokyo, Japan. The treaty or RAA will enhance the interoperability and cooperation between the two countries. It is the second deal between Japan and Australia after the quadrilateral security dialogue or after they were part of Quad. What is Quad? Quad is a strategic dialogue or strategic exercise that is conducted or a partnership between four countries: India, USA, Japan, and China, and it is in order to counter the presence of China in the South Pacific region. So, India, USA, and Japan are a part of quadrilateral or Quad countries. Then coming back to one-liners, 15th meeting of BRICS STI Steering Committee. We just saw India will be hosting how many events? 5 events in 2022 will be hosted by India. And who will chair the BRICS STI Steering Committee meeting, or this BRICS STI Steering Committee will be hosted or will be chaired by whom? It will be chaired by China. So chairmanship is with China, but India will be hosting 5 events of BRICS STI Steering Committee. Then NSE emerged as the world's largest derivative market for the third straight year. National Stock Exchange emerged as the world's largest derivative market for third straight year. Mia Amar Motley, mark this, sworn in as the Prime Minister of Barbados for the second consecutive term. India and Sri Lanka extended their existing science and technology cooperation for 3 more years. AIIB invested $150 million, mark the amount, in development of data centers serving Asia. Then India and 5 other nations began their anti-submarine exercise with USA. So an anti-submarine exercise was conducted between India and 5 other nations. So let's see what are they. 6 nations, that means 5 other nations, that means 6 nations took part in this exercise. They are Australia, US, Canada, India, Japan, and South Korea. So United States Navy 7th Fleet announced the beginning of a multilateral anti-submarine warfare exercise that was named as Sea Dragon 2022, and this was conducted in the Guam, that is in the Anderson Air Force Base in Guam in the Western Pacific region. 6 countries are USA, Australia, Canada, India, Japan, and South Korea. Alright, also we saw India, Japan, Australia, and America, USA are the part of the Quad countries and also participate in the Malabar exercise. If we talk about Sea Dragon, it is a US led exercise. So who conducted Sea Dragon 2022? It was conducted by US, and that too it was conducted by the Navy of US. Then it is a US led exercise that focuses on ASW training and maritime security challenges in the Indo-Pacific region. The exercise includes 270 hours of in-flight training. Dragon Belt Award. Under the exercise, the Dragon Belt Award will be presented to the highest point scorer from the several events conducted between the military forces of the participating countries. Coming back to one-liners, President of Armenia, Armen Sharishkan, resigned. India and Israel launched a commemorative logo to mark the 30th anniversary of their diplomatic ties. Also remember, Israel will be converting 150 villages of India into villages of excellence, and it will be done with the help of which country? With the help of Israel. Mark important is Israel. Next, if we are talking about corruption perception index, what is the rank of India in the corruption perception index? So India stood at 85th position in corruption perception index. And also remember, India emerged as the world's largest exporter of cucumber and gherkins. So who has emerged as the largest exporter of cucumber and gherkins? It is your India. Next, 5 world countries that have nuclear weapons or nuclear power have made a treaty that if there is a war in future, then they won't be using the nuclear weapons. So the countries are China, France, Russia, UK, and United States of America said that a nuclear war cannot be won and must never be fought. Alright, so remember, 5 countries of the world have pledged that if a war took place between any countries, they will never be using nuclear weapon. Alright, and the countries are China, France, Russia, UK, and United States of America. Next, mark this important. India's passport rank improves to 84 from 90. That means the power of the passport of India has increased. Earlier, the rank of India was in the Henley Passport Index, it was 90, and now it is 84. Highly important. So, as per the Henley Passport Index for the Q1 of 2022 global ranking that was released by Henley and Partners, the rank of India is increased and it is 84 at the present moment with a visa score of 60. India's rankings has increased 7 places from 19th in Q4 of 2021. The index has been topped by Japan and Singapore as they allow visa-free travel to 192 countries to their passport holders. Notably, this is the fourth consecutive year that Japan has been in the top spot. India ranked 84 as it allows its passport holders to travel to 80 countries without the need of a prior visa. Here you can see it was taught by Japan, Singapore, second was Germany, South Korea, then third was Finland, Italy, Luxembourg and Spain. And in the last position was Afghanistan, Iraq and Syria. Coming to one-liners, Apple retained the title as the world's most valuable brand, or it can be said that world's the company that is in the top spot in terms of market cap. It is also Apple with a $3 trillion market cap. Alright, then India's electronic goods export grew 49% in April December 2021 at $11 billion. Netherlands unveiled world's largest canal lock. World's Gold Council report. Global gold demand rose by 10% to 4,021 tons. Alright. Next, Xiomara Castro became the first women president of Honduras. Mark this. Who became the first women president of Honduras? She is Xiomara Castro. Next, youth disillusionment among top 5 risks for India. What is this talking about? Let's look at it. According to the World Economic Forum released the report, the Global Risk Report for 2022, it was the 17th edition. First thing you should know who releases this Global Risk Report. It is released by World Economic Forum and prepared in partnership with the Marsh McLean SK Group and Zurich Insurance Group. But coming back, all you have to remember is who released this report? World Economic Forum. The 2022 report draws on the views of the 12,000 country level leaders who identified critical short term risks to their 124 countries gathered by WEF's Executive Opinion Survey conducted between May and September 2021. Remember, Global Risk Report released by whom? Released by World Economic Forum, and it was the 17th edition of this report that was recently released. Next, global unemployment to reach 207 million in 2022 as per the International Labour Organization. We saw this in one-liner that the unemployment is increasing day by day and it is to reach 207 million people will be unemployed in the year 2022. On January, the ILO, that is your International Labour Organization, released a report by the name World Employment and Social Outlook Trend for the year 2021, projecting that the global unemployment at 207 million in 2022, surpassing its 2019 level by 21 million. The rise is due to slow economic recovery and the spread of new COVID-19 variants that are the Delta, Omicron, and now WHO has also stated that new variants can come in future. Apart from this, if question can be asked from this is that these naming of these new variants is done by whom? So WHO does the naming of all this using the Greek alphabets. Alright. The global unemployment rate is projected to reach 5.9% in 2022. This figure shows an improvement from 6.2% in 2021 and 6.6% in 2020, but it is still above the 5.4% in 2019, that is your pre-pandemic levels. And the last news for this video is that India is on track to surpass China to become the third largest ethanol consumer by the year 2026. So 3 things to remember: that India will be surpassing whom? India will be surpassing China. In what? In the consumption of ethanol. In the consumption of ethanol. And by what year? By the year 2026, India will be surpassing China to become the third largest ethanol consumer by the year 2026. Also, if you have any trouble regarding login or payment or any other issues, then you can reach to us on our mail, that is support@affairscloud.com, or you can call us on the number 9677333862 and we'll resolve your issue as soon as possible. Also, you should go and check our courses that are available at a very reasonable price, and that will help you to boost your preparation.